All right, it's your boy AJ StrangeBrew coming to you as always from the Working Fans Podcast, which you can catch every Wednesday night live at 6 p.m. on the Buzz Network. Brought to you by Manscaped, which as always you can get the best technology brought to you by the fine folks at manscaped.com for 20% off by using the promo code WFP 2020. Save yourself that 20% and have yourself groomed and looking good for the young lady in your life. We're going over TLC tonight. What an interesting pay per view we had. Um, Not sure how great the card was altogether. Not really a big fan of the gimmick matches. Maybe you are. If you are, then you probably enjoyed this pay per view. But to me, gimmick matches should be used to blow off and should be ends of feuds. So let's start off. Start off with Sasha Banks versus Carmella. I'm not a big fan of Carmella. I think that she can't work. I think that other than her look, she has really nothing going for her. She's all right on the mic, but I find her more obnoxious than anything. Her and Sasha had an okay match. Sasha looked fantastic as always. She does her best, works her ass off, and to be paired in there with Carmella, really not fair to her, to be honest with you. But Sasha goes over, and that's all that needs to be said about that. Up next, we've got the Hurt Locker. Or, sorry, they're going up against your boys from the New Day. And we've seen this match several times. This is the fourth time seeing it. Um, Finally, they actually come up big. And Hurt Locker are finally able to actually come and win the tag belts. So good for them. Um, I think that once again, you saw Cedric Alexander tag himself in and actually get the win. So there's definitely something brewing between him and Shelton Benjamin down the road. But for tonight, they're your Raw Tag Team Champions, and now you've got three belts with the tag titles and with the U.S. Champion Bobby Lashley all inside that team. So, hey, that's not too shabby, as the kids say. Also, I want to mention something. We were hoping all week long, and we talked about this on our RSH earlier this week with Josh DeBoard, Yvonne DeBoard, and Chuck Winchester and myself. We talked about the fact that we're hoping for Sami Zayn versus Big E. They put them in a tag match on the pre-show, and to me, that's a waste of talent. They didn't really put out the best product this week by not putting that match on there. And then now they announced that they're going to put it on SmackDown next week. So to me, that's just not really using the best talent for the show. Up next, the tag match. We had the mystery partner, which was not a mystery. We called it. We all called it on Thursday night this week. We called the fact that it was going to be Charlotte. No surprise, it was Charlotte. She came out. Her and Asuka were able to beat Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. So now we're going to see Charlotte on both shows every week. And she's going to make up for the time that she was gone, and we're going to have to see her all the time. Tremendous. Absolutely fantastic. I'm sure my boy Josh DeBoard is really happy with this. And I'm sure the rest of the WWE Universe is as well. All right, so we got AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre. This was done early in the card, and I'm not really sure why. I'll be honest with you, why I have a problem with this. If you want to draw attention to something and you want somebody to think that AJ has a chance, you don't put this card on early on because A, you're not going to have a big surprise with the Miz cashing in or anything like that when you're not going to have AJ Styles win that early on because you're not going to set the tone for the night that way. You've pretty much ruined any chance whatsoever of AJ winning. And it took away any fun to the match. Did they have a good match? Yeah, they had a good match. It's AJ Styles. He's going to always have a good match. However, you have to keep some mystery to the match. And if you're not doing that, then you're hurting your own booking. And where they placed this in the card, I thought it was absolutely asinine. And I wish that they would have thought it through better, to be honest with you. All right. So we've also got one of my favorite matches of the night. I thought that it actually went better than maybe a lot of people would have expected. Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. Here's the problem again, though, with this match. And they worked their ass off. They did. They both were fantastic. They did what they do. Kevin Owens looks great. I think he's an underrated talent. I don't think he gets the push that he deserves. WWE doesn't really know what to do with him. But everything in this match was predictable. We knew Uso was going to interfere. We knew that it was only a matter of time. We knew it was coming. We knew Owens would fight him off. And what happens when Owens fights him off? He gets hit by Roman. It's literally wrestling 101. And for those of us that watch all the time and those of us that love wrestling, we don't tune in because we want to see wrestling 101. We want to see new things and things that are going to surprise us. It doesn't mean we don't want the emotion that wrestling 101 can bring, but you have to find new ways to do it. In the movie business, if you're bringing out movies and you're entertaining people, you put out the same story. How many times has Romeo and Juliet been put out? 1,000,000 times. However, you find different twists to it. You find different ways to make people fall in love with it again. And the WWE right now is not doing that. And they didn't do it in this match. However, in the final match, the Firefly Funhouse match, they definitely did something I didn't expect. I didn't expect them to. I had a feeling Randy Orton might go over. That's fine. I thought that I did pick Bray Wyatt earlier this week because I thought it made sense to give it to the guy who, even though he's one of your biggest stars, has never really gotten that huge win, and including the last time he faced Randy Orton. So I thought that they would give it to Bray. However, they caught the Fiend on fire, and that wasn't enough. Catching him on fire, hitting him with the RKO, beating him in the middle of the ring, that wasn't enough, guys. What we have to really do here, and this is the important thing to get a star over, we have to let him lay there after taking the RKO. This is a guy who's gotten up from everything as the Fiend. We have him lay there, play dead, just completely out. Pour gasoline on top of him. Throw a match on top of him after Orton's been looking at the match for a while. So now he's been down for what? 10 minutes? This is supposed to be somebody who was impervious to pain going into this. Someone who has come back, fought through everything. He's been able to get up from anything, including earlier in the match. All of a sudden, he's just laying there and playing dead. And then he's lit on fire. Now, I'm not sure what trickery they did. I'm sure they did some kind of editing, something to, and that's fine. I know, it's more of a cinematic. They're going for a certain edginess now with this. But instead of edgy, it just, to me, came across as a pathetic attempt to just kind of get some publicity by burning a man alive. And none of us believe that he was burned alive. I'm sure they switched a dummy or something while Orton was outside. It's trick of the sleight of the hand, whatever. But to me, TLC was a bust. Maybe you have a difference of opinion. Maybe you disagree. If you do disagree, let us know. Write into the Workings Fan. You can find us on Twitter. Reach out to us, Working Fans Podcast. Please let me know if you disagree, because I would love to tell you why you're wrong. And so you have a right to your opinion, but it doesn't mean it's not a stupid opinion. Just saying. So here's the deal, guys. Check us out. Working Fans Podcast live every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. We're going to have a best of the year coming up. And by the way, this Wednesday we got something special for you. We got the boys from RSH and ourselves are together for one night only. Well, we say one night only, but we might do it again. You don't know. We love those guys. And then, of course, Yvonne's also going to be there, Yvonne DeVord. They're a great wrestling show. We're a great wrestling show. So can you imagine what two great wrestling shows together is? Check us out, 6 p.m. live. We'll be right back with you. And don't forget, everything you want to see and everything that's worth knowing in the world of wrestling, sports, entertainment, music. We've got articles for you. We've got these videos for you. We've got live shows for you, all at The Buzz. So don't miss out. Catch them at The Buzz on Facebook. Catch them at The Buzz on YouTube. Catch it everywhere you can. That's What's the Buzz? And so WTBBuzz.com on Twitter. Check it out. Write it in. Find out what's going on in the world. And this is AJ StrangeBrew, and I am out.